What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing a review on my new daily driver, commuter car, whatever you want to call it. I picked it up yesterday. I'm sorry for the wind. Uh, Picked it up yesterday for 350 bucks, and that's popped. Yes, it is. Okay, and it's a good car for what it is. It's in pretty decent shape. It's got some higher miles and stuff like that, but it's a 2001 Oldsmobile Intrigue. First off, you can tell that tires need to be replaced. They're pretty bad. Right here, ABS don't work, and I can kind of tell which tire ABS don't work on, so it's the only one that's got a flat spot. And then it's wearing on the outside, so it definitely needs an alignment, and I can feel that in the steering wheel. The other side is the same way. It is worn on the outside like this. Right here, actually a little bit more into the middle of it too. So it definitely needs an alignment. Just clean that up a little bit, Just installed a mod. Got some paint coming off and stuff up front. No big deal. Cracking the windshield. All of those things that I just explained. Well, not even the tires. Just this stuff up here on the bumper. A little bit there on the side. Maybe a little bit on the bumper, on the back end. Had some scrapes and stuff here. And then the cracked windshield is the reason why they sold it for so cheap, with that and the miles too. It's got 250,000 on it, but it runs like a dream. It's got some issues I've noticed with the code, and it's got some dings and stuff. I noticed somebody looks like they tried to break into it, so that door don't line up very well. Kind of close right here to the fender. How's the gap on this side? And then that gap, it's kind of up a little bit, and this gap is a lot farther away, but it is pulled out down here a little bit. I don't know if that's normal or not. Probably not. The code is a P0410 or something like that for a secondary air system. So it doesn't idle very good sometimes, and other times it idles great. Get this hood popped for you. This has the 3.5, and I'll show you what we installed today. We installed that. We also cleaned the mass airflow sensor or map sensor. I'm not sure. Mass air. Yeah, that's the mass air, I believe. And then we've got this little thing here, stuff down in there, tightened up with the thing on the bottom. But we cleaned it up because it was pretty dirty. There it is, 3.5 twin cam V6. Didn't realize this when I bought it until my dad said something when I got it home. This is pretty much a North Star V8 with 2 less cylinders. It's nicknamed the Short Star. And I looked up a picture of it. My dad had one in an 03 Cadillac, the North Star. He had it in an 03 Cadillac Seville. And when I saw it, I couldn't remember what engine it reminded me of until my dad said something about the North Star. And when you look at pictures of this and the North Star, they look the same, at least pretty dang close. So, but there's that. Now these back tires are pretty decent. They're actually excellent tread down back on this side, and then pretty excellent tread on this side. So eventually, when I get some extra time, I'm going to have to rotate them because it is front wheel drive. We'll put the bad tires on the back until I can get new tires. Now, I believe that this car spent most of its life on the highway. And I have one reason for that. And that is this interior. You hop in. We'll just pull this out a little bit. It's actually very clean. You can see the crack in the windshield. The windshield's pitted. It needs a new windshield. It's really clean though. I mean, well, that's a bolt that no clue where it came from. Oh, that's to the factory airbox. Okay. I mean, it's got a tear and stuff down there in the carpet and some stains in the seats. But normally when you see this, that's the miles right there. And normally, or at least from my experience, vehicles with that many miles usually have some tears and stuff in the seats. You know, from the guy getting in and out, whatever. But these seats are in really great shape. You know, there's stains, there's marker. The Facebook Marketplace picture, there was actually a child seat in the back. Oh, come on. So, I mean, of course, there's going to be some stains and stuff. But this back seat, except for some stains a little bit here, this back seat is in excellent condition, too. So, you know, not bad for, oh, there's some, I never even checked in here. Some Pokemon cards. And a pair of glasses, huh? Okay. But car's in actually really great shape for 250,000 miles. It's got a spoiler on the back. And no muffler. In fact, I bought it and drove it home. I live in Twilla, Utah. And the car was up in Ogden, so it's about, you know, North Ogden. I filled the car up, or put gas in the car and drove it home. Or actually drove it here to Grantsville. And it was like 80 something miles. So we drove 80 miles, almost 90. It was closer to 90 miles with no issues. We took it over to my buddy Austin's house. Like literally, I bought the car, went straight to Austin's house. We chopped the muffler off. And it sounds great. Let's see if I can get a startup video startup from back here. I don't know how well this golf ball is going to hold my phone up, and it's not, so we'll find something else real quick. All right, got a brick for you, so here it is. This was requested by a subscriber, personally, to get a startup video of it, so here it is. Had a little hard time starting there. It does that every once in a while. I'm not sure why. I believe it is because of the mass airflow sensor or something. I don't know if it's a mass airflow sensor for sure. It just said something air. Does have automatic headlights. And then when it's day, you know, because it's getting dark for some reason. But anyway, when it's day, it's just these for the daytime running lights. I'm wondering if maybe I could shut off the auto headlights. We'll just go like that. See if just doing that solves it. So, I mean, park lights are technically on, but this is what it looks like when you're just driving down the road. It's got just those. You can tell right here, I don't know, you guys can see just a little bit of an outline right here of where a Oldsmobile logo was, and I've noticed this hood overlaps the bumper. This is actually my first Oldsmobile like this. I mean, actually, I've never had an Oldsmobile, and this is my first time owning an Intrigue, let alone owning an Oldsmobile. But so there's still some things like that that I'm not sure of, but it's got a little ding right there in the roof. And then I'm not sure. I mean, just because I have this, I bought for a Honda, I don't know. I might just leave it muffler deleted, run the pipe back. Does have some headliner droppage here. I'm not sure how to fix that. I've never dealt with headliner, so if you guys in the comments have any suggestions, I'm not sure if there's like headliner adhesive or something I can get to tie that back up. But that's another thing to show is, besides the sagging in the back, this headliner's in really great shape. There is a cassette stuck in here, and you can push the button. I mean, it does nothing. So, but as far as I know, and almost every light on the dash is on. It's got 2 service engine lights, a track light over here, a anti-lock light here. Every once in a while, this coolant light will pop on. It's off right now. And then change oil light will pop on every once in a while. So and that's still trying to eject. Anyway, and then every once in a while, change oil light will come on. That's all right. I'll change the oil. But they said they took it into a mechanic, and the mechanic told them that it was all sensors that are bad. So I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it's possible. Maybe it's a crankshaft position sensor too that's bad. That's not letting it start. It cranks and stuff. I don't know. But it's like a P0410 or 413 or something like that. I can't exactly remember right now off the top of my head. But it said something about secondary air system something or other. So it does need, a few things here and there. For a $350 car that runs and drives absolutely amazing. I mean, I registered it today. I bought the car yesterday. I registered it today and drove into Salt Lake for work and back. And no problems at all. There was one issue before I even went to work. I turned a corner and the car died, but it fired right back up and drove. That's why I'm wondering if maybe, there's some. That's why maybe if I could just spit it out already, guys. I'm thinking maybe that could be crankshaft position sensor. I mean, you guys heard it back there. It started, but instantly died. Let's see if it'll do it again. Sometimes it'll do that, and sometimes it'll just fire right up. Okay, so that one, it stayed running, but the RPMs, like I said, I'm new to these Intrigues. I'm new to the 3.5. I've always had the 3.8s. I've had like 4 or 5 cars. See, now the coolant light is on, change oil light is on, and then every other light's still on. And push this button, and that don't go off. I'm wondering maybe it is either this button or just traction control sensor. And I believe because of the bald spot right here in the tire, that it might just be the ABS sensor on this tire, on this side of the car, on this corner. Put a new one in, it might fix it. Put another, or it may not. This little plasticky rubber stuff that goes on the top here is just fading off. I've thought about maybe just peeling it all off down to the chrome. And they're getting like some type of paint, like spray paint or something. Either painting it black, or maybe I could even just get rid of all the chrome and paint it white. But I don't know yet. I have no clue what I want to do yet. But you know, not a bad car for 350 bucks. Drove it home, no issues. Power steering pump might have an issue. I'm not sure. It's full. Don't know if you guys can hear it, but it does whine. So, and honestly, even with no muffler, it's not very loud. Let's see if you guys can hear this. Turning, it doesn't make too much noise, but you give it gas and you can hear it. And that's another thing I'm wondering, if maybe because the coolant light will come on and then it'll go off. Probably just a sensor, a low coolant sensor, or a faulty light. Not sure. We'll take it out on the road and I'll show you guys how she does driving. Another thing I'll state before we get out to the road is typical GM. The keys come out of the ignition. You can still drive the car. So, I mean, that's a cool feature. I'm not sure on something this new, though, if I could take the key out with the vehicle running and lock it. I know there's some vehicles that will not allow that to happen, but that would be nice for winter. And come out, start it for, let it run for like 5-10 minutes to heat up a little bit, and then hop in and go. AC, heat, all that works. So we'll just get out on the road here. This is from 10. Not the quickest out there, but for what it is, it's pretty quick. I mean, the 3.8s they were rated at 200 horsepower. And this one is rated at 215. So, you know, not too bad. You can really feel that tire. Now, that tire was not like that like an hour or two ago, but we were out on the road and I wanted just to test it, and 70 or 80 miles an hour, I can't remember exactly, but we locked up the brakes safely. We were on an exit ramp with nobody behind us, and so I took the corner, got off the exit and slammed on the brakes, and we got balled. So, or I did that, it skirted. So, and that was another easy way for us to tell. Actually, Austin was driving, not me. But that was another easy way for me to tell that what sensor and shit is bad. So, I'll get a video, or get a sound clip of the window being down at acceleration. That was pretty quick. I'll do another pull once we get on the highway. One thing I gotta say before we get to the highway is this vehicle, I'm not sure if it's just the Oldsmobile or if it's this engine. It's really quiet. I mean, come on, we took the muffler off, and it's still a lot quieter than the Pontiacs or the Buicks were with the 3.8 in them with no muffler. It's still a lot quieter. And in the cab like this, with the windows up, the doors closed, all that stuff, even with the exhaust, it is still a quiet and comfortable ride. I really do like that. So, but we're getting close to the highway, so we'll hop on that real quick, and then I'll do a pull. Alright guys, so we're just getting onto the highway here. So I'm going to go to about 30, the speed limit's 50, and go. So, really, really decent for a car this size to get up to speed that fast. And we just turned over 249 700. I drove 90 miles home, and then to work and back, and then a little bit around today. 132 miles, and it's not even to half a tank yet. And it wasn't even completely full, mind you. It was down in between quarter and half, and I put 30 bucks or something in, and it took it up to the full mark, but I don't know if it was 100% full. It might have been. This is a 17, 16, 17, maybe 19. I can't remember exactly how many gallon tank it is, but I put like 16 gallons or something in. So, I mean, it might have been full. Who knows? Maybe it was 10, 12 gallons. I can't remember now. Speed limit is 60 now. And right there was 80. So, very decent car. Getting up to speed that quick, you know, with the 250,000 it's got on it, it's a good car. As long as it's well taken care of and stuff, which I believe it has been because it runs good. And it's also got, and this was here before the tire. Well, it's kind of showing on video. It's got a small shake in the steering wheel. I believe it needs front struts as well. So this car's perfect for what I need it for a daily that's, you know, drivable. That's it. Like, that's all I really cared about was the drivability. That it's drivable. I can get an alignment done. I can do struts. I can do all that stuff myself. Well, not an alignment, but you know what I mean. The struts I can do myself. I could go get a set of tires from anywhere, and I can mount them on these rims myself and dismount the tires that are on it, and then just take it in and have them balanced myself. You know, it's everything that this car needs, I can do myself. So, as far as everything I know that it needs. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, you know, if you guys have any ideas what the issue could be with it not starting correctly, or starting the first time and stuff, and cranking a little bit, and what this possibly could be wrong with it, comment, let me know. I'd love to get it fixed and stuff. You know, like I said, I don't know these cars. I don't know this engine. If it was a 3.8, it'd be fixed already. But the 3.5s, I don't know. So, like I said, just comment below. Let me know. And hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.